All right, boys, we have some Philadelphia Phillies news to talk about, and this is just a report. And let me make this clear. I know, especially during this time of the offseason for baseball, that there are a ton of reports. Some are fake, some are real, some are extreme. There's so many different voices that you hear and so many different reports, and it's all nonsense. Until something actually occurs, nobody knows. But the reality is there is a report out there that says Manny Machado and Bryce Harper don't like Philadelphia. They don't like it. They don't particularly like Philadelphia. That's what the report states. And this is kind of like barroom talk, if you will, but there has a sense of potentially really being a thing, but let's just go with it as barroom talk for now. So here is my question. If this report is true and they don't like Philadelphia, if you are the Phillies management, do you still try and sign him? Here are your two options, right? Your first one is yes. They're talented as hell. Let's get them on the roster. Once they're here, they will compete. They have the talent. Who cares if they don't like Philly? We will pay them. They will accept the contract that we offer them, and they will go out there and compete for us every single night. There's option number one. Or option number two. Now, why would I give money to someone who doesn't want to be here? Why would I go out and spend $350 million for 8 to 10 years for someone who doesn't even like our city, who doesn't want to be in this building and play at Citizens Bank Park? Are they really going to give us their entire 180% if they don't want to be here? And you can go back to the first option and say, well, once they're here, we will embrace them as fans. And then they will turn 180 and went from, oh, well, they don't like it, to, oh, wow, this fan base is great. Oh, wow, this city's amazing. I'm kind of torn, I'll be honest with you. If this report is true and they don't want to be here, I mean, I want someone who wants to be here. At the same time, they're so talented. And it's not my money. And there's no salary cap in baseball. But if you give someone $350 million for 10 years, if you give someone that type of money and they don't even want to be in this city, I can't imagine them giving it their all. You need someone to embrace the city. You need someone who wants to be here. So when they're out on that field, they want to make the fan base happy. They want the people in the stands to love them. And knowing how tough we are, knowing this fan base, knowing how serious we are about sports, you're not just going to go underneath the rug. You're not just going to sign 10 years, 350, and then we just forget about you and it's all quiet and it's all dandy. You're going to hear it. You're going to get it. So I'm torn. I'm actually torn. I don't know. I don't know. Is it really going to stop anybody? Probably not. We're still going to make the offers. We're still going to go out and try and get this talent. We need to make this team better. And it's all phony, in my opinion. I mean, who's coming out saying that they don't like it? What makes them not like it? Because we're competing with the Yankees? Sure, if you throw Yankees out on anybody, or the Phillies, when it comes to pedigree and it comes to the nature of the beast, yeah, the Yankees, they have a way more of a... How am I trying to describe this? They have a... I'm baffled that I can't think of the word, and now I'm going to sit here until I figure it out. They have a franchise that is historic. Let's go with that. We understand the history behind the Yankees, and it's hard to compete, and Manny Machado wants to go to the Yankees or the Dodgers. They freed up their space to go get Bryce Harper, and the Dodgers have this big history as well. I get it. When you compare us to that, sure. But they don't like it? Or there's other options that they prefer. Because there's a big time difference than them not liking Philly. That means they have something against it and they despise it. Or is it, okay, the Yankees and Dodgers, they have a better chance to make the playoffs, and there's different reasons why they would prefer other teams. Let's be real, it's hard to compete with Los Angeles. If Bryce Harper has Philadelphia or LA, now I'm a blue collar city guy. I'm picking Philly every single day. But for someone who's from Vegas and from the West Coast, like, so the report says they don't like us. They don't like Philly. I'm just not buying it. But I wanted to put the barroom discussion in there. The barbershop discussion. Say this is true. Which way are you leaning? Would you give someone money for 10 years, $350 million, if they really don't like it here? Do you think you'd be able to suck them in as fans? Are you saying, get out of here, dude. We don't even want you anyway. I understand both sides. I really do. I understand both sides because it's not like you're taking a chance on someone for 2 years, $50 million. It's not like you're saying four years with an option, $75 million. We're going $10 million, $350, if not more, spending that stupid money. So now it makes the decision a little bit harder if you're upper management. If this is true. Let me add this, though. For Manny Machado, the guy who talked about not hustling in World Series games, and as a fan base here, we kind of get on him, and we get scared thinking, is this guy really going to work hard for us? If he does go to the New York Yankees, I mean, let's be real. With the way they treat baseball, with the media up there when it comes to baseball, if he's not hustling in the World Series games for the Dodgers, and he's worried about how our fan base is going to embrace someone who doesn't hustle, you don't get away with that with the Yankees. It's worse. I mean, as a fan base, yeah, we're harsh, we're brutal, and we love the Phillies, but when it comes to the Yankees, and listen, he made a stupid remark. I understand it was a bad timing for that. He mentioned it in the World Series, which is kind of mind-blowing. I mean, it's different if it's game 80 of 162 games, but in the World Series, when your back's against the wall, you say it. Terrible remark, and I'm not trying to backtrack into that, but my point is, if he's scared of the Philadelphia fans and how we're going to treat him for not hustling, going to the Yankees, no doubt, is going to be worse. I mean, there's just no doubt it's going to be worse. And I have this gut feeling when it comes to Bryce Harper that move they made with Puig, Camp, the move they made to send them to Cincinnati, they're a smart franchise. They're a baseball smart franchise. They're not just clearing cap space, or not cap space. They're not just clearing players to get underneath the luxury tax. No, they're going out to get a star. They're not loading off these players just for the luxury tax situation. This is to go out and get a Bryce Harper, a franchise-changing player, an elite top-tier talent that I want so badly here in Philadelphia. But the move that the Dodgers made, that screams Bryce Harper, in my opinion. It screams Bryce Harper. My big scare right now, and I do truly feel this in my gut, is Yankees get Manny Machado and the Dodgers get Bryce Harper. And here we are with the stupid money and the big signings, Andrew McCutchen and the Gene Segura trade, which isn't bad. It's not bad, but the entire offseason was built around star hunting. And this wouldn't be the first time a team has promised us star hunting and coming up short. Now, I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. When it comes to length and money, yeah, we have just as much to spend as everybody else. But I've mentioned it. It's hard to compete with the historic baseball franchises. It's hard to compete with the Yankees. Everyone who watches baseball growing up, everyone who plays baseball growing up, do you not think of Derek Jeter, the Pinstripes, Alex Rodriguez? That's what Manny Machado thought about his entire life, and now he has an opportunity to go play there for the Yankees. I mean, it's simple. It's as simple as that. Philadelphia is great. The Phillies had a great run, but the Phillies don't scream baseball to people. It doesn't. It doesn't scream the Pinstripes. It doesn't scream the Dodgers. We're a nice franchise. We got a great hard-working, blue-collar fan base. But we're not the most attractive baseball town. We put together a nice run there when we were, but it's not the same. We don't compete with those. And that's my biggest concern. But I want to know down below how you feel about this in the comment section below. If this is the case and this is a true statement that they don't like Philadelphia. Do you say screw it and let's go sign him anyway because his talent level is so high? Or do you say get out of here, we'll figure it out, we'll go with the Markakis, Moustakas approach and grab some nice players and add to this roster, and we won't get the star, but we get some nice pieces and we are way better than we were last year? Because would you rather do that? That's still an option. That is still an option. I wouldn't mind the Markakis and Moustakas and kind of build these little pieces. I still want that star, though. I still want that star. But I wouldn't mind adding those players. They're still out there. They're still available. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.